Star Trek is idealism. West Wing is ignorant propaganda. Fair.
But the only thing you have to do to make me and your mom happy is come home at the end of the day. The only thing you ever had to do to make me happy is come home at the end of the day. I'm not gonna like you, am I? Don't be ridiculous. Everybody likes me.
I'm not gonna like you very much, am I?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Dana. Everybody likes me.
But at the moment, I could buy Mount Auburn Street, take the Phoenix Club, and turn it into my ping pong.
I could buy his house 4 times and turn it into my ping pong room. Answer them. Don't answer them. It's entirely up to you.
The West Wing is like 8 seasons of Reddit comments. Oh, that's so good. No, I don't want to play the iconic monologue. If I play this monologue, half of chat is gonna turn around and say he's actually dope. If I play this monologue, the newsroom monologue, half of this chat is gonna turn around and be like, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to disappoint myself, and I don't want to disappoint everyone in this community. I don't want to be disappointed in my community. I don't want to awaken the nascent liberal inside of everyone, okay? Inside of you are 2 wolves. Both of them are gay. One is a gay liberal. The other is a gay communist.
With each other at the Cheesecake Factory the night before their divorce. You never listen to me. Oh, is that what I sound like? Oh, well, who am I? Dude, I lost our kids' college money sending Amazon gift cards to an Indian man pretending to be my girlfriend. Dude, I'm retarded. But yeah, I mean, those are impressions, but I don't think that their child sitting on the other side of the table is going to find it very funny. Here's what the funniest comedian of all time said about making jokes about groups of people. You need to tell a black joke like you're talking to your black friends. You got to tell jokes about women like you're talking to your sisters. You got to tell jokes about white people like you're talking to your white friend. This movie wasn't made to be enjoyed by women or Democrats or gay people. It was made as a spite project to pander to an in-group. And my problem with it isn't that it's conservative. It's because it sucks ass. There's plenty of great movies that are made by conservatives and are conservative in nature. Clint Eastwood's Gran Torino, Mel Gibson's Apocalypto, the first Incredibles, arguably, or any of the Vince Vaughn movies from the early 2000s. The difference was they used to have a humanity to them. Vince Vaughn would be the sarcastic, everyman protagonist trading blows with the beta male liberal, but at the end there was some sort of commonality where they're like, alright, you're an annoying pussy, but I'm kind of a stupid asshole. Can we just get along and get through this wedding? The modern anti-woke content gives no quarter. There's no olive branches. There's no attempt at understanding. It exists as a power fantasy where the main character is an audience stand-in that's always right, just destroying their political opponents, knocking over straw men with the lack of nuance fueled by the Twitter-poisoned mind. You might be inclined to write off the Daily Wire as propaganda, but that's not the correct term. Propaganda is a form of communication used to influence or persuade an audience to further a political agenda. Their content isn't made to lure a politically neutral audience into their ideology. The origin of these channels are SJW owned, libtard destroyed content where a grown man with a research team and printed out statistics corners teenagers on their way to a Comp 1 class to try to make them look like dumbasses. These aren't designed for liberals to come around and see things their way. They're made as a catharsis for people that already hate liberals. And I get it, they're annoying. They're supposed to separate you from your way of thinking. A grifter's job is separating a market demographic from money. Selling anti-woke coffee and razor blades.
You've had enough of the woke bullshit. And you're tired of paying companies like Harry's and Gillette to hate you?
Because they see people's alienation and frustration.
There's nothing funnier than this company fucking falling apart financially, by the way.
But the system is an opportunity for them to line their own pockets. It's an insult to the audience's intelligence that they make content that doesn't challenge their worldview or perspective. They say, we already know what you think and feel, and we want you to stay right there, because that's how we know how to sell to you. So is that it? Everything is shit? Hollywood is shit? The mindless brain rot is shit? The political grifters are shit?
With you, somehow the wires have gotten crossed and everything looks and sounds like shit to you. It's a condition called being a cynical asshole.
Yes. Is everything good in the past?
sculptor is a Chinese woman, you dork-ass losers.
Of course not. There's still great art being made every day. It's just going to be harder to find now. The algorithms are designed so the content that rises to the top is often mindless clickbait, engagement farming, or people exploiting your anger and disenfranchisement. Great art is still being created, probably now more than ever, but you're going to have to pay for it.
Okay, bro, he put Mickey 17 in there? That's crazy. Like, The Pit is fire, okay? The Pit was fire. Rehearsal's very good. I've been watching the second season, but Mickey 17 was biggest miss of his career. Sorry. Fuck you. Mickey 17 was awesome. Straight up, I stand on this. 100%. Mickey 17 is you are objectively wrong. For Bong Joon-ho, what's his name? Mickey 17 is literally his worst movie. It's a 7 out of 10 or 6.5 out of 10. It was, oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? It was for a world where Kamala Harris won the election. It was just, dude, come on, dude. You got Parasite, and you're comparing it to like Mickey 17. No, listen. The premise is great. I know it's like off of an original work, and it's supposed to be. What's your critique? It was a waste. It was a fucking waste. Okay, it was a waste. First of all, Mark Ruffalo and his character was so fucking ass, dude. He was so ass. Like, he is such a fantastic actor, and it was such an annoying performance. Like, yeah, I get it. Oh my god, he's like a Elon Musk, Donald Trump type. Like, Mickey 17, when you watch Mickey 17 and you like it, it's just like the equivalent of pointing to the camera and being like, I get that reference. It was booty cheeks. Film Redditors love to champion mid. On the other hand, you know who was fucking phenomenal in it? What's the name of the main guy? Robert Pattinson. Fantastic. And Knicks player quoted Ho Chi Minh. Wait, Cat? That's not just any Knicks player, bro. And that's also, holy fuck, that's from years ago, bro. What are you talking about? Remember, the storm is a good opportunity for the pine and the cypress to show their strength and their stability, Ho Chi Minh? Was he even on? Bro, this is 2019. He wasn't even a Knicks player at the time. What are you talking about? That's sick, though. He regularly quotes the Little Red Book now? Y'all are fucking joking, right? You are out of your... What? He quotes the Little Red Book? Mark continues that Mickey doesn't have agency. The tough clone is the one that sacrificed himself. The main Mickey just sits around and everyone else does stuff. It's just like liberals waiting around to vote for Kamala. That was literally the end of the movie. Worst film of his career. Your take is right. No, it absolutely... He loves China. You know it was filmed years ago, right? I don't care when it was filmed. I'm just saying that, like... I'm just saying... Oh, we're all over the place. God damn it. I'm fucking flying off the wheels here. This goddamn stream is falling apart. Mickey 17 was a movie that would have been fantastic with tweaks. And I feel like it just missed. It missed the mark. It was watchable, but it's not rewatchable at all. It's just not very good. I say this as someone who absolutely loves space exploration, space colonization, and dystopian sci-fi futures. I love all of those concepts together, and I love Bong Joon-ho as well. It is fucking 6.5 out of 10, which is higher than I think it deserves. Like, all of those concepts, and it still fell so fucking flat. It was shocking. Did you see Sinners? Because I loved it. Sinners, excellent. Wall to wall. Phenomenal. Like, there were so many interesting concepts about cloning, the lack of care for undesirables, debt traps, and what people do, and what people do to escape. Like, what people do to escape the financial circumstances that they were forced into. Like, all of that stuff is great. Like, leaning into that shit would have been so much better. All right, let's keep watching.
City. Become a small-time patron of the arts. In a world where attention is a commodity, the only democratic control we have is not to look. You have to be like Lot's wife fleeing Sodom and Gomorrah, and if she dared look back, she'd be turned into a pillar of salt. If you're pulling your hair out and asking, why is this popular? Are people stupid? Yeah, duh. And you're even dumber than them, because you're not even enjoying the time that you wasted. It's like eating a whole plate of Twinkies and going, I hate Twinkies. Disgusting slop made to demoralize us. The West is dead. Yeah, man, no one told you to eat the Twinkies. They were just on the shelf. You have the choice. Give everything a chance, but once you know you don't like it, just disengage. If somebody says, hey, did you see that Ian Miles Chong tweet? Go, sorry, brother. Only tweets I hear are the birds on my back porch. Become fully grill-pilled. I'm almost 30 years old. I shouldn't have an opinion on Mr. Beast. Does the Fresh and Fit podcast suck? Or am I just not a Cuban man in the Miami dating scene? Does the Daily Wire suck? Or am I just not the most divorced man in my local cigar lounge? I like 90s anime and ska punk. It's not like if I sat down with those guys, I would convince them that Neon Genesis is the pinnacle of art. The Fresh and Fit fan would be like, hey B, I'ma keep it real with you. This shit mad gay and retarded. This Shinji shit, he just like a little bitch, you know, freaky ass jerking his little dick in Asuka's hospital room. That shit nasty for real. Daily Wire fan is like, this Shinji Ikari needs to pull himself up by his bootstraps. I mean, his father owns the company and he's still dropping the ball. It's called responsibility, pal. Get your ass into gear. It's not for them, the same way their shows aren't for me. I used to be the main...
Okay, to be fair, their shows are for no one, okay? It's for no one. Because at the end of the day, you just want good shit, okay? I'm a simple man. And that's my number one rule, is make good shit. It doesn't matter who's making it. It doesn't matter what kind of, like, political messages is baked into it. That's why, like, even Aaron Sorkin stuff is, like, watchable, okay? It's not unwatchable garbanzo in the way that, like, something that is both heavily political, condescending, and pedantic, and just, like, trying to literally fucking force feed you a message in a ham-fisted way. That is the Daily Wire production. The Daily Wire production is aggressively trying to bludgeon you in the head with a political message, and it's far too angry to actually make something worthwhile. Not all art is going to have a fantastic political message, okay? As a matter of fact, if you're a leftist, a lot of art doesn't have a political message that aligns with your worldview. The word you're looking for is didactic, sure, didactic. I'm so tired. My point is, it's not about like laser beaming communism into your fucking mind. It's just something that's watchable, and Daily Wire fails on that front. But then again, so much of what people consume nowadays is getting dumber and dumber and shorter and shorter. Yeah, I'm seeing this, by the way. You're just now telling me this. The Justice Department opens up inquiry into Cuomo singling out another political target. Yeah, they're doing this because I think they're, they want another controllable mayor of New York, like Eric Adams.
Target demographic for most of the content that's being produced. Now I'm just a smaller piece of that pie chart, but it's still being made. The Banshees of Inisherin came out a few years ago without any fanfare, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Black Country New Road is one of the best rock bands in the era where everyone was saying that rock is dead. I'm finding new artists and musicians that inspire me every other week. And if you don't see anybody making things for people like you, make it yourself.
Fair. It's a good video. Good video overall. I want to see him tackle the slop tuber epidemic. I do suspect that there's going to be a lot more people. There's going to be a lot more people that start talking about slop tubers in general. I'm getting a feeling about this in my bones because those guys have gone uncontested for far too long. There's an entire cadre of like Keemstar orbiters that fucking sit around in Discord servers and Twitter spaces and just like think they can fucking bully every single person for having a political opinion that is different than theirs, even though their political opinions are not exactly well-rounded either. They're just like, they've just decided whatever some of the leaders of the slop tube movement are saying. And it oftentimes revolves around drama and common targets, common enemies, people that speak out against the major slop tubers has become too large of an industry to ignore. Wait, what is this? Slop content then versus now from 8 days ago.
Consuming images and sounds delivered via algorithm. I literally can't look away.
You need to wake up and realize you're consuming slop. Slop, like Oink Oink, what piggies eat. 10-minute video essays talking about YouTuber drama.
Movie slop.
Could be, sure.
Marvelous slop.
Let's not go crazy, alright? Slop doesn't mean thing I don't like. Okay.
Slop is
not nutritious and consumed by the masses.
So marvelous slop.
I shouldn't have even mentioned it.
Sorry, I like using words.
Sure.
I will not resort to hyperbole within the next few years, as indicated by a title change.
Okay.
HBO can't stop producing slop.
I went to the Met and all the art was slop.
Wait, you're calling everything slop too?
I too am influenced by the power of fun, trendy words.
Podcasts are slop.
All of them.
Also movies directed by British auteur Mike Leigh.
What are you reading?
William Faulkner's A Tribute to the Death.
Faulkner's slop?
Yeah, it's one of his lesser works.
No, vieja.
For slop.
I'm starting to wonder if categorizing all of
Explotado.
as content has made us
No.
and if calling everything slop is
Sí, primero.
progression in a world that doesn't value art.
That sounded like AI slop.
Says the character in a man.
No, vaso.
Hey,
True. Also, the 2022 slop analysis is still ever present now.
Listo. There we go.
Libs are starting to say the slop is content I don't like. What? Content I don't like, just like the video says. See this lib tweet about you, sorry. I don't feel very fondly about the former president right now, but making like react slop content like this is just unnecessary. I think if you do, well, yeah, this guy hates me. He's the co-founder of EMB Dems. I think if you think, as I do, that Biden bears a lot of moral responsibility for a lot of dead Palestinian kids, and doing this sort of YouTube blowjob reaction is just still very deeply off. This is not content. Yeah, first of all, I didn't fucking put that. I didn't put that thumbnail, but. One of the things that intelligent analysts always love to do, which I guess they changed it. I guess they changed the thumbnail after. I don't even know if that's actually the thumbnail because it doesn't look like it's the thumbnail. Maybe they actually maybe actually change the thumbo. But is it just me, or are you being way... So if they were to actually watch the video, they would recognize that there's actually a point beyond Joe Biden has cancer and me just simply going, oh, Joe Biden has cancer for 26 minutes. But of course, these guys never do that because they can't even fucking get themselves to watch a fucking, you know, they can't even get themselves to watch like a 10-minute fucking YouTube video, let alone a 26-minute one, to try to see what the point I'm making is. I'm sorry that the article title on YouTube is not mainstream media is defending Joe Biden's genocidal legacy.
No, bro. No, bro. No entiendo, man.
But I can't even respond to him because he's blocked me. I think. Yeah.
Otra vez, Julia. Olvídate. Luego ves y te vacaste, Julián.
Sorry, what is this? What is happening? Good faith argument? Yeah. Why don't you tweet at them? Keep the drama going. I can't tweet at them.
Ya está, boludo. De romper las pelotas, boludo.
Time to counter screenshot. I don't really care about fucking Armand Dolevsky's take on my YouTube thumbnail. Who would you consider your arch enemy? I have no arch enemies. Yeah, I don't care to make a statement about a guy who formerly had Yimbies for Harris. Former owner of Yimbies for Harris. That in and of itself is enough. The fact that he's able to, the fact that he's just like is unashamedly putting that on his profile is a self-own in and of itself. He's already done this. He's already embarrassed himself thoroughly. Jared updated the pin comment again. Military propaganda is the next video. Researching and setting up interviews currently. Thanks everybody. Love you, chat. Yeah, MAGA male is my arch enemy.
Vieja.
Yes, I heard that Noah's talking to Rashid Al-Haddad. I'll watch it tomorrow. Another Yimby with smoke. What is this? I'm begging the left to touch grass. Yeah, dude. Famously, this wasn't a very... First of all, this is a joke. You know, it's hard for people to comprehend. But secondly, yeah, I wonder if like the overwhelming majority of Americans also thought that the Democratic Party was running really old people, including Joe Biden himself, despite the fact that he was very obviously old and decrepit. Much to think. No lessons learned there. This is legit insane, man. What the hell's going on? What is this? Here's an update on how easy the right-wing grifter pipeline is. Amiri King. This kid is going places. One of the best takes you'll ever hear.
Guess the race of the person who did that. I'll tell you, they were black. Of course they were. And this is why I don't even like to be around people. If I was that person in the other booth that got rants all over me, bro, I would have been so mad. Because why are you even doing that? And the person who did it in the comments was defending their actions, talking about it's funny, it's a joke. You're weird. You're weird, bro. Honestly, please be racist towards black people. Maybe that's gonna help them stop being like this. Because there's no saving the black community at this point.
Bro, that's a toddler. Like, that's how easy it is to be a fucking grifter, is right. Bro was born during prime Fortnite. Where are the parents? Probably fucking listening to Heil Hitler on repeat. I don't know. I don't know where the parents are. Dude, it's crazy that like you can be an 8-year-old. You can be an 8-year-old and adults, like whole ass Racist adults will be like, this kid's speaking the truth. Yeah, this guy is next up. CIA is sleeping soundly. It's over. CIA is on autopilot too. Anyway, love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, the thing is gonna happen, okay?
¿Qué pasó?
Jacket Potatoes, Phineas, me, you. It's gonna fucking happen later in the night. So get excited for that. No lies, no memes, okay? I know half day today, 8 hours and 18 minutes. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Peace. Bye-bye.
¿Por qué se puede? No, hija, pero... Man.
When Cookies and Cream found Hershey's, this triggered something crunchy, creamy, and really tasty. You're gonna fall hard for it. Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
Taco Bell brought back crispy chicken nuggets, and I can't believe how good they are.
Why can't you believe it?
Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
You know, the breading is tortilla chip. Doesn't that feel very taco place? We're totally a taco place. That's a chicken place. That's also a taco place.
Don't you dice.
Friendship. Let's go.
Download Monopoly Go and play the new Star Wars event today.
Wendy, it's an Elgato gaming setup for you and your squad. Buy Trolley to win.
That little Green Lantern moment. Fucking hell. Another CGI slopfest.
Do you think Superman John Jackson?
I think that some of you don't understand the difference between well-used CGI and poor CGI. Like, I don't think this is the best CG I've ever seen, but compared to like a Flash or something where the CG is egregious, this looks pretty clean. Like, for example, this shot right here and the other shot of him flying, you might notice something different. It says eyes up here. And that is, instead of just having a CG model flying, they actually moved the actor through space and then used CG to make it look more like flying. Thank you. Appreciate you. So, like, for example, let me show you. This shot. Where he flies. Hold on. Where he says eyes up here. Right here.
Eyes up here.
They actually used a human model of him, which is why it's so much more grounded. Here's what I'm missing. Do I guarantee that this film is going to be good? No, I won't do that. I'm never going to do that based on a trailer. I think a trailer can be so deceptive, both good and bad, right? And ultimately, you can't know that much. I think Fantastic Four is going to be good. I think Fantastic Four is going to be really good based on the trailer, based on the source material. And I think Superman has a chance to be very good as well. And I think they are going to kind of usher in a new kind of renaissance for comic book shit. It really felt like comic book shit was tapering out in a major way. And I think this will kind of usher in the next wave of successful projects. I will say this though. If you look at this Superman trailer and you are immediately turned away, I don't know what you are seeing that is making you so upset. If you are just completely over superhero projects and you don't want to watch any more of them, that's one thing. That is one thing. But there is nothing in this trailer that would offend my sensibilities as a comic book film watcher any more than anything that has been successful in the genre. So I don't know. I just want Batman.
Por Dios.
Yeah, please allow for me, please.
Pero cuidado, boludo.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Superdog, that guy is the worst, just kidding. I actually I'm very upset about that.
One gorilla versus 100 men. With stats like these, I'm unsure why this was ever even a debate. I think what people are getting caught up on is the gorilla's power stat. Obviously, it dwarfs the human's power stat by a wide margin. The gorilla's arms are roughly 6 times stronger than a human's. So every swing of their fists has the potential for devastating humans, possibly resulting in paralysis, plus status effect. They also have one of the highest bite forces in the game, outclassing even the hyena, a build which literally relies on its bite force in order to survive on a diet of bone marrow. Realistically, no human is tanking these attacks well, but that's the other main aspect I think people are missing, tanking attacks. Humans have terrible defenses, with no shell, no blubber, no scale armor, no nothing. However, the same is true of the gorilla. Gorillas have more fur than humans, but other than that, they're just as vulnerable to all damage types. And on occasion, shot by leopards. In a battle it's more of a tank test than anything else. Unless you have an AoE attack that can deal damage to multiple enemies at once, it's pretty much inevitable that you're going to take a lot of hits. Gorilla mains are under no delusions about their ability, to rely more on intimidation than actual brawling to secure territory. And when their intimidation attempts fail, they often flee from battle even against lesser foes. So no, even against unarmed humans, I still think the gorilla is getting beaten down fairly quickly. The human's power set might be lower than the gorilla's, but it's still far from zero. Lots of comments have pointed out that the humans could try to score a critical hit. And while it certainly is one way to do it, I don't even think you need it. 100 punches and kicks would easily take it up.
Yeah. I'm glad science has finally come. Yo, science! Yeah, I hope the Superman movie is good because I think the rest of the DC universe can be so cool. I think Green Lantern project that, the Green Lantern project that's coming and the fucking Peacemaker project that's coming and
in network. So Bloomberg has an incredible article out about the rise and fall of this beloved studio, ties into what we saw happening in the stock market on Monday, May 19th. The article from Bloomberg walks through the Warner Bros. Merger with Discovery in 2022 and how Cartoon Network just stopped fitting in. Like, mergers are never easy. For a studio as art-driven as Cartoon Network, it was very hard. Even though animation broadly as a category was doing quite well, the global anime market is expected to double by 2030. Cartoon Network couldn't keep up. And that's sort of weird because at Cartoon Network's peak, more adults watched them than watched CNN. It was pulling in $1 billion in annual revenue, $500 million in profit. Adult Swim became a cultural staple because advertisers loved it. But then David Zaslav came in and he wasn't really interested in animation. He was interested in Big Bang Theory reruns and IP and toys, so Cartoon Network got deprioritized. Originals were shelved, and Elmo got a talk show. You should definitely read the whole article because it's incredible. But here's what makes it really relevant right now. A few days after this article came out, retail investors bought $4.1 billion worth of stock. They were buying the dip after its credit downgraded from Moody's. On the same day, Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, came out warning that the economy could get worse because of these tariffs that he did tell just everyone a few months ago to get over. He was like, there's too many risks out there, and he's right. Cartoon Network didn't disappear because nobody cared. It was pushed aside in a system optimized for low cost and high certainty. And honestly, the audience didn't disappear either, they just moved. You see this financialization of behavior where retail is like, this is my one hope. Because finance has become a hobby. And so now this generation that grew up watching these really absurd cartoons is in a system that rewards that constant engagement, that risk, and that performance. And in a large part, this sort of creativity has been replaced by market. But the two side by side tell an interesting story.
Yeah. The dismantling of Cartoon Network will never not be sad. When they took down the fucking Cartoon Network site,
saw this on Twitter
really
in the spits
sad.
at Wilneff.
Dude, I saw this, and this is legitimately the first hour of Claire Obscura 33.
This ain't looking good. But all I have to do is parry his next attack, and I'm good. So I just gotta lock in.
This is real shit.
Here he come, here he come. Come on. Come on! Come on! What the hell is that? Man, why is he not swinging? I'm supposed to parry this. Bruh, is this nigga trolling me? Ah! Man, this some bullshit. What am I supposed to react to? Nobody winds up like that, nigga. Come on. Nigga, swing! Goddamn! Oh my god, can you please telegraph this in a reasonable way? Fuck! Alright, you just trying to trip me up, huh? Okay, I'm not letting you trip me up.
Plush Monkey, thank you.
Yeah, I just gotta lock in. Just keep my eye fixed on that right arm, right? And as soon as he starts to move... Bullshit! Bullshit! How was I supposed to bury that? How?
Real shit. I think I am on the boss that people say like the game activates on too. So I'll try that tonight with my brain absolutely still fried from EDC. We'll see how it goes. House party tour? This is so awesome. Stream room looks amazing. Thank you. Appreciate you. When you see my face, I'ma give you, I ended up next to a Brutalistmus. I waved at you and went to say hi, but you stared through me into the void, and I figured I'd give you some space, not upset. I just thought it was funny interaction since I went to the void like 20 minutes later. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was... For some of those sets, I was gonzo. Bruh, at one point, I bought Marsh this hat that had a Mexican flag on it because I thought it was so sick. Is this the final version of your stream setup? Looking sharp? A few things are going to get tinkered with before the end. I bought him a hat with a Mexican flag on it. He didn't want it, so I wore it. And I swear, a guy came up to me at one point and told me that he was from Mexico, and we hugged. And we were like, I love you, I love you. And none of it was said in English. And I do not speak Spanish. But in that one shining moment, I was on the perfect amount of drugs to get through a conversation in total Spanish. It was perfect, dude. It was everything I wanted it to be. Yeah, okay, so EDC was fun, man. EDC was so fun.
Oh, yeah.
The best set was Armin van Buuren absolutely fucking ulted. My dude dropped an absolute nuclear weapon. Dropped a nuclear weapon. This set went so crazy. Yo, you played some heavy shit. Hold on. Dude, he ulted. This sucks? Dude, that's the narc right there. Shut up, narc. Not 100% false though. There's his partner. Are you guys a duo? Do you guys just go catch underage drinkers? Fucking narcs. Dude sees a field of 100,000 people having the best time of their life. One of the coolest stage setups you'll ever see. Fireworks, music, lasers, and goes, man, that sucks, dude.
If you can feel the love, raise those hands and make some noise!
I mean, come on, dude. Are you shitting me?
It's so cool that they featured your I Heart Hot Moms flag in the audience.
It's actually I Heart Hot Dads, but... You'll never convince me at these main events are anywhere near as fun as the smaller ones that occur in tandem all around town. Will Math shrug. Have you? Because you never been to one, bro. You never felt the energy. That's crazy. You're literally the guy who's like, dude, I don't know about this whole blowjob thing. I can just jerk off. I've never had a blowjob, but they seem awfully messy to me. You want to know why you go to this? Because you will never experience anything like this anywhere else in the world. Like, it's so fucking insane. It's like 200,000 people. Everybody is vibing their ass off. Strangers will give you a hug. It runs all night. You get there at 6 p.m. You leave at 6 a.m. And then you go to an after party. Like, it's madness.
I was too drunk to approach you alone.
That was me. That was definitely me. I was at Wasteland for...
Ain't pockets a mean one, heavy like machine guns. Talking like they heard of.
Bro, dude, Armand fucking ulted.
About me, they ain't never seen one. Ain't pockets a mean one, heavy like machine guns. They can live in lane, busters never trusting Eno. Talking like they heard about me, they ain't never seen one. Ain't pockets of me one, heavy like machine guns.
I mean, I'll be honest. This isn't everybody's cup of tea. That's fine. But if you can commit to some real degeneracy, EDC or Tomorrowland, I'm gonna be honest, for me it's EDC because I like that it's through the night. I love that it's vampire shit. Bro, only Vegas could sustain the level of vampire shit. If you wear a concert earplugs and raw dog it, bro, never raw dog it. Never raw dog a concert like that. You will go down. You will go deaf. I wear earplugs the entire time. I bring a rave bag to every rave I go to. I bring eye drops, I bring lip balm, I bring gum, I bring a Vicks vapor inhaler, I bring Icy Hot, I bring Vicks chest rub, I bring sunglasses, I bring earplugs, hand sanitizer, a fan. Like, bro, I'm there for 12 hours a night. I'm a Juna dude, bro.
The bass through your body is unmatched.
That is true. Explain the Vicks, it helps you breathe. You gotta breathe, bro. The Vicks vapor inhalers can bring you back from
¿Quién es?
the absolute fucking...
¿Cómo te llamas? No puedo ver.
Everywhere is still...
¿Quién es?
Yeah.
¡Michael!
You gotta have water.
What's up, my boy?
What's up, Doc? How are you?
What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Come say hello.
Hey!
You look so different with your fucking short hair.
Yeah, man, I take out the
You know what this guy reminded me of? Where's Waldo?
Yeah, I saw the
Right now.
Grand Theft Auto trailer.
Waldo?
Where's Waldo?
The with the red?
Yeah, but I can take a picture.
Is Creator Clash
Man,
still happening?
Blame.
I mean, as of now,
Need for
that is
Speed.
my understanding. I really haven't been focused on
Blue Waldo.
for the last
Blue
2
Waldo.
days, raving my ass off. If anybody has information,
How you been?
it's not me.
Man, doing this.
If
Need
anybody
for
has
Speed.
Where's your
pertinent
fucking-
information?
You don't have a full simulator, bro? How do you play Need for
Oh,
Speed?
no. No, it's come on. Yeah.
Hold on, let me go.
Oh! I did lose 5 pounds.
You guys look
that
pretty
was
different.
fasting.
Yeah, but
Well, like,
Kinda.
You just seem a little different now.
wait, little drugs, you can get confused.
Alright, dog. Well,
Hey, what are you doing here?
actually, I came up with some cooking.
Oh my God! Me next. Holy! That's a new take on the fucking Johnny Cage split. Haley Atwell reveals that Tom Cruise has his own special custom-made hot sauce. The restaurant had made this hot sauce for him because the spices they had were not strong enough for him. Ooh. Tom Cruise likes a spicy sauce. Maybe we should send him some of my hot sauce. Why can't we see it? Talks for the Backrooms A24 movie. Kane Parsons will direct his. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I don't know how a Backrooms movie will work, but we'll see. That could be cool. So we just got to get you to New Orleans, and we can finally get this settled. This video, I'll never forget, Marty. Show your butthole.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Hey, will love you to bits. Also, Australian Survivor Season 12 has finished. I sent you a link to a playlist.
Ah, thank you. My man showed his butthole. For the big beads. Big beads. I mean, those are big beads. I mean, damn, she's definitely ready for this role. Sophie Turner has been training for her upcoming role as Lara Croft in the Amazon Tomb Raider show.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
How come I
Jack.
don't recognize
Hi,
who
Will.
Sophie
I'm
Turner
not feeling
is?
so great. Did I miss home?
You did not miss anything. Oh, Sophie Turner from God. Huh. She doesn't look anything like Lara Croft, though, does she? No. What a strange casting. She's British. British people have a look. Gotta get your opinion on this beat. Far-right Christian nationalist Michigan State Rep John Shaver has released an album. The opening line is, "I just took some pre-workout. I guess that means I should lift." Okay.
That's very cool.
With a headline
I just took some pre-workout.
My bourbon pod, thank you.
I guess that means that I should lift. Faithfulness replaces doubt. In this life you'll have some dips. I can stop myself from doing what I ought not do. Self-control is what the Holy Spirit will produce. You got to call on your God. You got to...
Okay, what happened there? Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Yo, Will, have you seen this?
You got to call on your God. Yes, I did see this. I'm very excited. Hang on, let me get back to this jam.
Self-control is what the Holy Spirit will produce. You got to call on your God. You got to call on your God. You got to call on your God.
Yeah.
You got to call on your God.
Yeah.
I'm fucking crazy. Quicker than daylight AV. Jesus came to save me. Shout out to the AP. Get your credits done before you turn 18. Go to Ivy League. It's okay to read.
Bass. Is that the Gorillas?
What did you come to do? What did you come to do? Aw, shucks. You didn't have to bring any food. I've come to let it rip. We're in a predicament. We've all sinned. How can we make amends?
I'm gonna be honest. I know this guy is a monster or whatever, but that song goes fucking crazy. That was a fucking hit. That was a banger. That was a fucking banger.
Yeah, Wasteland.
Okay. Poor Caroline, the first set we took her to, night 3, we had to get the vibes right, night 3. We had to get the vibes right, day 3. And, so we took her to Wasteland. Hang on, I want to see. Wait. I gotta show you who we took her to.
I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Did you get the Powerline popcorn bucket to EDC?
I did not. Oh yeah, wow, that's for a cooler.
Thanks for being here, Will.
I don't know if they have their set. Hold on. Ah, shit. I don't know if they... Alright, well, we took her to Double Damage. Very first thing. And that shit was stupid. Oh, wait. They might actually have an EDC video. One second. No, fuck. Alright, this is who we took her to first, though. Dual damage.
You fucking
She walked in and we were like, brace yourself, Caroline. Dude, the problem was night 2 sucked. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Night 2 of EDC was whack. The wind was so high that it like nuked a few of the sets because they had to put the speakers down. So I wasn't even gonna go night 3, but I was like, we can't end on a loss. We can't end on a loss. So we came back and we were like, we were hell-bent and determined to have a good time. So we were trying to go maximum speed right off rip. Was B3K there? They were, but their set sucked, unfortunately, because their speakers were like half submerged because of the wind. It was really not a good set, I'll be honest. Not their fault, but it just wasn't it. The audio was so bad, exactly. Absolute jammers. Let's take like to fucking Wasteland and Tweak. Did you see the new music festival Trent Reznor organized for composers? No, what is this? Introducing Future Ruins. Future Ruins. Ooh. Seems weird. Seems like it could be fun. Oh, let's get some jazz going. I'm sorry I'm so torched right now. I might just play Pokey Rogue later. Get my fucking mind right. Hannibal Lecter edit Thirst Trap? Alright, well, I'm here for that.
Particularly sadist, very hard to catch. There's no traceable motive. There'll be no patterns. He may never kill this way again. Dr. Lecter draws a psychological profile. He seemed very impressed with his opinion.
Gideon is the most sought-after serial killer at large. A killer who's eluded the FBI for years and has baffled their most gifted profilers. That serial killer? None other than the Chesapeake Ripper.
Killing must feel good to God, too. He does it all the time. And are we not created in his image?
Stay away from Hannibal Lecter. The Chesapeake Ripper kept surgical trophies.
Oh, he fucks her up so bad. He fucks her ass up so bad.
It's the Ripper. What's he doing with his trophies?
He's eating them.
Dude, Hannibal is so good. Hannibal is... Tom Cruise calling out Finn for finishing the popcorn before the movie started. Oh, did he show